Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wake up. It's Shadrika, it's your girl Shadrika J, and I'm on here for day two of my podcast. So my goal is for the next 30 days to get up at 5:30 and share some content and do my podcast. And I'm super excited because yesterday when I was on, I had announced that I was going to be getting my new podcast equipment. And guess what? Yesterday when I got home, my podcast equipment was here. And so I'm happy to have it. Oh, also I bought a ring light. I'm a ring light. Okay. But anyway, I find out what I did with my ring light because my screen gonna keep going out with the lighting. So again, I have it in, and I'm gonna show you all the items that I have coming up next podcast. One of the things I'm gonna be sharing is how can become a millionaire by the age of 32. How you can go from working a 9 to 5 to making six figures to now being in seven figures. It's doable. It's possible. It's going to take long, hard dedication. It's going to take sweat, and some things take sweat and tears. Some things take, consistency. Some things take opportunity. But I'm going to share, what it took for me to get to, where I am and how I'm going. But while I'm on here, while I have everybody, I just want to share with you real quick. This is one of the things that I did order off Amazon, so I haven't had the opportunity to use it yet. So I want like to my son. My oldest son is going to help me set it up so that we can be ready for tomorrow. So we'll set it up tonight and be ready to go to use the equipment tomorrow. So this is the next thing that I got. It was like almost like a little set. I might not need all of this, but just to get started. But hey, I could afford to get it, and I wanted it, so I got it. So this is the second thing I got. It's a professional audio innovation. So it says a starter bundle is what it says. So that's one more thing that I got. And the other thing that I got was this baby here. So it's a podcast microphone kit. So again, I'm super excited about it to get this podcast journey started. One thing I want to share with you all before I let you all go for today is consistency. One of the things that I feel like, I struggled with on my journey to making seven figures was consistency. Having that, losing that dedication and that drive somewhere along the way. At one point, I was, driven. I was hungry, and with my hunger, I was able to get to six figures. I think, somewhere along the line, I don't know if it was the overwhelm of doing so many things. We're trying to run four businesses at one time, and having little to no help. But I believe now that, God has sent me my helpmate. And, through prayer and consistency, we're going to get to where we need to be. And in addition to that, also praying and fasting is another thing. And being consistent with sharing content. I got to a point to where every morning I was sharing and posting. And business was flowing like it was supposed to be. And then I got to the point to where business was consistent, and I stopped doing that, and it got a little stagnant, and business slowed down. So again, consistency is the key. Another thing that I'm going to share too, again, this podcast is going to be some content. It's going to be business related, motivational, but also spiritual. After day 4 or 5, I'm going to be sharing how I used to pray and ask God to, and oftentimes we all pray and ask God to allow us to be the lender and not the borrower. I would like to touch more on that. In addition to that, on this podcast, you're going to be seeing me invite people that are successful or on the road to being successful, or in ministry to the podcast, who's going to be sharing some things with us. We're going to have, some panel discussions. We're going to be allowing, people to just come on and share, their journey and give their testimony and things like that. So I'm super excited to do that. Also, super excited for the children's new business as well. So be looking forward to that content also, so that we're going to be sharing that with you all as well. So, I want you to have a good and prosperous day. Lord, before I end this, one more thing, I ask that you go before us on this day, as we're ending this, wrapping this week up, and continue to, give us that drive and that strength to push through and continue to be motivated, continue to strive for excellence, continue to put our best foot first. Also, understanding that you are with us through it all, Lord, and continue to pray, and have faith and big faith. You gotta have big faith, not small faith. And I think that was another thing too with me, having little to, having big faith. Even when my faith got weary, Lord, I would say, Lord, my faith is getting weary. I'm stressed out. I'm overwhelmed, Lord. I need you to help me, Lord. And playing a small game, like, okay, in the next 30 days, I want to make 30,000. No, in the next 30 days, I want to make 100,000. I want to make 100,000 a month, Lord. And now I'm making 100,000 a month, Lord. I want to make 200,000, or $1,000,000 a month, Lord. Stop. I don't want to play the small game anymore. It's time to play the big game. Again, you all have a good day, and it's your girl Shadrika J. Stay tuned for what's to come, and I'm super excited.